Good morning, this is Philippe. Due to the coronavirus outbreak, I'm going to do the demonstration of the ianvs in my own house. These are the 12 beacons that I'm going to install. This one is the gateway. It's connected to a Raspberry, and that Raspberry is connected Wi-Fi to the back office that will do the triangulation. I can attach them to the wall using some Velcro tape at the backside. So the only thing I have to do is flip them onto the positions which I prepared in advance like this. Right, then done now. So this is one, that's two, that's three. So the whole thing spans my whole downstairs. That's four, that's five. The radio can go through the walls. There is 6 over there, 7 there, 8 down there, 9 and 10 and 11 in the kitchen again. I positioned the gateway right behind the chimney to test out the mesh networking capabilities of the ultra-wideband network. So now that all the beacons are positioned, it's now time to enumerate them. So by pressing this button, I'm going to start exploring where the beacons are. You see now that the server is polling one by one all the beacons to construct actually this matrix. Alright, so we have completed the enumeration process. So for every pair of beacons, we have the distance from one to the other as well as from the other to the one. Now what I do next is I press this suggest button, because resolving this matrix comes out in the position of the beacons to each other, but I can then orient the ground plane of all the beacons to the floor of my room, and that will reveal, like this one, that will reveal the absolute position of the beacons. Next step is that I calculate the network antenna plan. Actually the mesh networking, this is what I do here when I press this schedule button. This antenna plan is then downloaded to the devices when you start up and start to operate. Okay, I start the gateway up again, I reset it, oh, there we go. And then it's now will start to download all the antenna plans to the devices. So now since my system is started, I can start up my tag. I do that right now. Alright, so it started up my tag. I put it next to the gateway, and then you will see that the blue lights are perfectly synchronously blinking, which means that all the tags are synchronized to each other and the antenna plan is working fine. It means that my position of my tag can be checked out. Over here it is, really next to the gateway. Here you see what the distances are of the various the distance between the tag and all of the beacons, and here you see what the quality of the radio signals are. So this is the first position. Look at the Z here, over here. Now I'm putting it down on the floor. Here we go. On the floor. And then the Z is a bit less. So now I'm in my kitchen. You can see here that the tag is over here. So now it's time to walk around a bit. I'll take the tag, I'll take the tablets, and off we go. So I'm leaving the kitchen now, going to the hallway. Here we go. I'm passing the gateway, going to the back of my living room. There we go. This is the end of the demo. We installed some beacons in the ground floor of my house. We generated an ultra-wideband mesh networking plan. We downloaded that plan into the beacons so that we could track the tag. I walked around a bit with the tag, and I also verified if the height of the tag measured was actually consistent with its actual position. Thank you for your attention.